Do you know what I like to do on Taco Tuesdays? I like to look at some baseball cards. How's everyone doing tonight? I want to send out a special thank you to Nate and Aaron. We had a live session last night. Talk some baseball, talk some football, talk some cards. I have several things to show you. I have some new things, and I have some things that I've had for a long time. We're going to start off with some rare pieces. And I was talking to Shannon from Back to the Cardboard, and we were talking about the rarest Pete Rose card. You know, I recently showed the Sugar Daddy Pete Rose, and I was wondering if it was the rarest because it's pretty rare. And Shannon taught me about the 1963. These are French Bauer Milk discs. Now, coincidentally, I was messing around on eBay and I was looking at something from Kit Young. And in the suggestions, one of those popped up. And it was like right after I was talking to Shannon. So I had to get it and I found another one. So I got a Frank Robinson and a Veda Pinson. Here's the Veda Pinson. And these were on the lids of the milk. They're very, very hard to find. Apparently, I never knew about them. So that's the Veda Pinson. And this is the Frank Robinson. And I guess, good luck finding a Pete Rose. I guess it's really hard to find. And I'll bet it's very expensive if you do. But I'm excited to add another set. And especially a food issue. Or a drink issue, I should say. I got here these are 1947 to 1966 exhibits. If you don't know, they were sold out of vending machines, and you could still find those vending machines around. I had bid on one years ago, but it went above what I was willing to pay for it in the condition it was in, but it'd be really cool to have one. But this is a Larry Doby. And I got this great disc. I have all the Isley's discs, but I didn't have the Cranes growing up. And this is just a great one. It's a Gem Mint 10. Not that I even really care that much about that. I honestly don't really care that much. But I got this for so cheap, and it's my man Dave Parker. And here's a 1963 Fleer Veda Pinson. Did not have that for my set. So I picked one up. Here's a Willie Cam. And this is the worldwide gum version of the 33 Audi. They were issued in Canada. So they're harder to find. Here's a Joe Musgrove autograph rookie card. Stadium Club. You know, my Pittsburgh Pirates trade him away in his second start with San Diego. He threw a no-hitter, and he threw the first no-hitter ever by a Padre. And I had these cards laying around. This is numbered to 100. I got this a while back, but it's a Christian Yelich rookie card. I guess, what are these? I don't know what this is. What this thing is. Refractor, parallel. But it's a shiny one, I know that. It's a mini card, numbered to 100. And I get this mini card too, and this is Freddie Freeman. And I got a Alexi Lafreniere. I bought a bunch of the O-Pee-Chee hockey earlier, I guess 2020 now. And I didn't have this one, so he's not off to a great start. He is not meeting, I guess, he's not meeting the extreme expectations for him. I mean, Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby, Mario Lemieux, by this time they were all already, pretty good. But we'll see how he turns out. But in this year's hockey, he was the man to get, at least in the first series cards. There are two nice guys that are in the second series. Haven't gotten my hands on any of those yet. Here's a Tim LeCastro. I have a bunch from this set. So I put together a pretty nice set of this. A lot of the parallels. They had oversized cards. And I pulled the Ohtani back in the day when I got this, his rookie card. So I was excited to get that. But it has a lot of good rookies, Acuna and Soto and Ohtani. And I got this old, this is a Chris Everett Lloyd tennis card. And it's Lions made. I have the Pele from this set too, somewhere. I have here some cards I've had laying around. I haven't shown these in forever. Here's a Joe Louis. I think these are from 1928. Great Joe Louis. Great boxer. He was Rocky Marciano's idol, right? And Joe Louis got himself into IRS trouble. He hadn't paid taxes or something, owed like $100,000. So he had to fight again. And Rocky Marciano was the champion. And Rocky didn't want to fight him because he was, out of his prime. He wasn't that in shape at the time. He was doing it for the money. And Rocky did not want to fight him because he was his idol. And he fought him and he beat him handily. And after the fight, Rocky said that he cried in his back in his room. He didn't want to have to fight him and didn't want to have to beat him. By all accounts, Rocky Marciano seemed like a good guy. Died tragically in a plane crash, I believe. The only heavyweight ever to be undefeated. And here's a Jesse Owens. I have here an 81 Jack Lambert, but this one's unique in that it's one of the blank back versions. Every once in a while, and I found this pretty common in 79 Topps Baseball and 78 Topps Baseball. There were a lot that you would find that did not have a back printed on it. And those are just normally printing errors. And man, I got this card a long time ago. It's a 7.5, but it's so beautiful. I mean, the corners are so sharp on it and everything, and I never felt the need to upgrade it. And now I see a 10 just sold for a ridiculous amount of money. And it's just unbelievable to me for a 1986 card, but it's the Jerry Rice rookie. I mean, aside from this card in that set, a very cheap set, none of the cards, carried much value. So to see this one sell for so much is kind of funny from an 86 card. I mean, I don't know what the pops are on 10s, but this is kind of funny to me. And at one time, this was considered to be pretty rare, and it's the Boog Powell 1970 Topps Super. I remember I have a book of baseball cards from when I was a little kid, and this was one featured as kind of an obscure card and short printed, they thought. No real reason why. But it's not that easy to find. And if you ever come across the Supers and you're not familiar with them, it's easy to tell what year they are because they have the same backs as the regular Topps. So this is a 1970 back. And the 71s look like the 1971 backs with the photo. But it's a great card of Boog Powell. And this, the rookie card sells for all the money, but this one is gorgeous. And that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I have some of these Sportscaster cards laying around. Here's Ernie Nevers. Got Mean Joe Green. And one of the most underrated running backs in NFL history. He held the, he broke the all-time college record when he was at Pitt, and that's Tony Dorsett. Now, when he went to Pitt, his name was actually Tony Dorsett. And somebody came up to him when he started to get famous in college, and they called him Dorsett. And he liked it and thought it sounded fancier. So he changed his name. He changed the pronunciation of it anyway. So he became known as Tony Dorsett. And he got a lot of ribbon for that, actually. It was hard to get used to calling him that after calling him Tony Dorsett for so long. And showed a card of this guy, Darrell Green. I got these police issue, and I have all the police cards for the Steelers. And I grew up in the country, so I couldn't get these. They would hand them out in the cities to kids going to school and stuff. The police would. I got 2 of those. And then I just wanted to take a minute and do something I never do, or I should say rarely never do since I'm doing it now. And kind of just give my thoughts on a few cards that I think are really primed to go up in value. And I showed you my Dave Parker rookie cards. I got another one. And this is a card that I think is really going to go up. And I'll tell you why. Dave Parker's really sick now. Many people believe he should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm one of them. And I have a feeling that they're going to put him in pretty soon. And we all saw what happened when they put Ted Simmons in to his rookie card. But Dave Parker was a great player. He had a cannon of an arm. He hit to all fields, hit for average, hit home runs, was a great fielder, could steal bases. I mean, he could do it all. And he had big shoes to fill. You know, Dave Parker came in to replace Roberto Clemente on right field. And aside from the numbered cards and the autograph cards, I think this card, this particular version of the Chrome Ohtani, I have a few of these. It happens to be definitely one of my favorites of him, looks-wise. But it's still not very expensive. And maybe not this particular card, but I think all Garrett Cole rookie cards are undervalued. I mean, the guy is tearing it up. Great pitcher. He's tied for 3rd on the all-time consecutive wins list. Only behind Elroy Face, who's 2nd, and Carl Hubble. Not Carl Hubble. Yeah, Carl Hubble. 24 games over 2 seasons. Rube Marquardt holds the record for single season. He had, he's tied with him. They later gave him another win. I guess they changed the way they count a win. I think back in the day it was whoever pitched the most innings, something like that. And so when he got another win, he got 20, and he's now tied with Garrett Cole. And so that's what I have for you tonight. Hey, once again, thanks for watching.